I don't even know. I think I may have been talking to her. I didn't even notice. But all of a sudden, I heard my name called Corinne Cash. And it took a second to sink in because I'm like, that was my name? Are you kidding me? Hi guys, welcome to another episode of
Cash Family Values. Woo!
On today's episode, we are going to give you guys a glimpse of how I ended up on The Price is Right and The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's start first with The Price is Right. So, I don't know about you, but I grew up in a household with my mom, love my mom, and she absolutely loved The Price is Right. Like, it was an every single day, like clockwork, 10 o'clock, we're watching The Price is Right. And so for her, I don't know, I remember what she was turning. I'm not gonna reveal her age on this, but for one birthday a few years ago in 2019, I wanted to surprise her with a trip to California, to LA, because I'm like, I wanna show you or even have you experience like being on shows that you've watched since, I don't know how long she watched them, but definitely since I was a child. So I wanted to give her that gift, and on the itinerary, and you guys, one day I'll show you kind of my crazy itinerary that I do every single trip that my husband absolutely loves. On the itinerary was The Price is Right, and then Let's Make a Deal.
On the trip wasn't the husband, because the husband had to stay home
And
with the
watch the
babies, you know, because
And
we gotta
I
do
thank
the daddy.
you so much, baby.
We appreciate the love, but you know, the daddy daycare is always running. It's always in
Love the
session
daddy
if it
daycare.
needs to be. And this is one time, you know, it wasn't like a dream of mine to be on The Price is Right.
Though I would love for us to go.
I probably wouldn't have had the luck that my wife had. Trust me. It's just that just isn't in the books. Everything comes to me by grueling hard work. Which is good because I learn and I love the value of it. But I haven't.
come to me by grueling.
No, it does. No, I'm just saying I haven't ever really experienced that level of. And I wouldn't say it's luck. I would say it's favor.
The favor of God. So if you want to know, because I want to make sure that everybody knows, I'm a kind of person I research, right? Because there are a lot of things that we may think that we just can't do or can't experience. Either we think it's too expensive or it's just like not in the cards. So I went and I did my research and I said, I want to be on The Price is Right. How do I get on The Price is Right? And I came upon a website that's called On Camera Audiences. Now, this is the website where you go to get free tickets. Yes, I said free tickets to many of the shows that you watch and enjoy. So from Let's Make a Deal to The Price is Right to America's Got Talent to The Masked Singer, like On Camera Audiences is where it's at. And so I went on the On Camera Audiences. If there is availability, you simply put your name in, you put how many people are with you, boom. Sometimes you get what they call priority tickets, which is what we got. So it's like a shoe-in, you're gonna get in. Other times you just get normal tickets. But
Favor. Like
favor.
I said, favor.
So we got the tickets. I got it for that, and I got it for Let's Make a Deal. You're ready to go. So we're off to California. And if only this thing would spin
It's
it.
right here, guys.
It's
I don't know if you can see it. It's right there.
California.
I don't know.
Now, first, I want to thank a very awesome graphic designer who I worked with at the time, whose name is Scott Fink. And he designed this wonderful shirt for me because I said, I'm gonna go on The Price is Right. I need like a shirt. You know, you always see people there with crazy shirts and stuff like that.
I love you, Drew.
I know, right? So he made this shirt and it says, for the love of Drew, pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm their number one fan. And so I got one of these for myself and I got one for my mom. We had to wait in line. It was very, very fun. We got actual tickets for 2 showings, the first taping in the morning and the next taping in the afternoon. If you do happen to go and you want to be picked, I 100% advise you to go to both tapings.
Stay for the next
Stay
show.
for the next taping. We went to the first taping. We were not selected at the first taping, but because we went to the second taping, there were a couple of people who were there for the first time who were actually selected the second time. Some things, I guess, that some people wonder and they're not sure. One, you don't know who they're gonna pick, so it is all of surprise. 2, I would tell you that they start watching you from the moment you get in line, like before you even get inside. I also researched and tried to find experiences from people who were on the show and who were selected before. And this, I can't remember his name, but he was telling, his viewers, like, you want to make sure that you're being active in the line and you're being all excited, because they're looking for people who are like super excited, because it's TV, right? They don't want it to be boring. So with that knowledge in mind, got in the line. I won't say that I acted the fool, because I didn't act the fool, but I was very excited. Okay. And so I can't remember how long. You're probably in the line about an hour. You don't really feel it because you're there with like 300 people, I think they have in the audience.
I guess if you could do a theme park line, you should be okay.
Oh my gosh, if you've done a theme park line, you'd be totally fine with this. It's a walk in the park. So you can kind of see us. We were there in the line at that point, and then they let you take a picture. So everybody's in line, you go through, and then you stand behind, like a green screen that's like, hey, I'm on The Price is Right. And then you get inside. And when you get inside, it's like the electricity, like everybody's just excited to be there. But I was super shocked at how small the stage was. The way they make it seem on TV, it looks like this grand thing. I swear it's probably...
It's the wide angle lenses.
Yeah, I would
like
have said my bedroom, but...
It's like the same lenses they use for like when you do real estate. So you look at the photos online, like, oh man, this place is huge. And when you go there, it's like, yo,
where's the rest of it?
Space is gone.
Yeah, kudos to the entire production team and the camera team. Like, they do a phenomenal job, the way how it's showcased on TV. So fast forward, we get there again, we do the first taping. We weren't called, and we were like, we were fun. We had fun there. We had fun while we were there. We got to see other people and cheer them on, so that was good. And then they said, okay, we're getting ready for the second taping. Do you guys want to stay? And I looked at Mom, and I'm like, we have an itinerary, right? But maybe we could do that tomorrow. No problem. Why not? Why not? We had fun. We'll stay.
The itinerary rules. So the fact that the itinerary was, upstaged by something else. Oh.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we decided to stay. Lo and behold, I think I may have been talking to her. I didn't even notice, but all of a sudden I heard my name called. I heard Corinne Cash. And it took a second to sink in, because I'm like, that was my name? Are you kidding me? We did videotape it, and so we're gonna let you guys see a clip of what happened in that moment, and we're gonna actually watch it at the same time with you guys. So this is what happened when we went to the second taping.
Say, George. All right, how about Corinne Cash? Come on.
Look at me. I was still like, wait, me? Oh my gosh. Well, let's say the shirt fit a little differently back then.
All right, George,
so,
bit on, please. Next up, we got new countertop appliances.
I had just had Bella, 8 months, 9 months. Yeah, it was less than a year, okay?
Induction oven offers 6 cooking modes, and this griddle features a cast aluminum cooking surface from Wolf Gourmet. Plus, fry up some eggs on that griddle with an award from Eggland's Best.
One thing I learned about this stuff too, like, you gotta really think about the prices that you...
Yeah, you gotta try to figure out, like, okay, how much is that actually worth?
Right, because a lot of people, I think, they price things based on what they think it'll cost.
Right. I remember, like, listening to try to figure out.
Correct.
I was like,
$950.
$950.
Oh my gosh. I hate seeing myself on camera. I remember
this is what people want to pay. That's
in this moment, I was like, yes. I was like, please go lower, because I was 100% convinced.
This is literally what people want to pay for these items.
The price is $1,000.
Look at me, I knew. I immediately knew. I'm like, all right, if they all bid lower than me, oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Drew, because I was a whole lot heavier then.
Wow, it was real different back then too, because it wasn't COVID.
Yeah, this was right before COVID.
So you could actually do that. You can't even, you probably give Drew like a little dap now or something.
They even have them spread across now.
Your brand new car!
Oh my gosh. Act the whole fool. How am I on the floor?
You think you already won it.
There's Mommy.
That's what's interesting. You think you already won it.
You know what's funny? So the guy who bid, and he was wearing the purple, he was there from the morning also.
Ah.
It was like a group of them.
So
None
it's
of them.
loyalty, but for you it's favor.
Loyalty and favor.
Come on over here.
And Manuela, my husband loves Manuela. And so I was so excited to see her. I was like, my husband loves you.
Honda Fit LX hatchback. So one.
And this was
now
the
one by
worst.
one, you're gonna give me the next numbers and the price of the car.
For every number you're off, I'm going to take $1 away from this $7 right here that I'm handing you. Now, at the end of the game, you need $1 to buy this car off us. But that's
I can't find those
Four
shoes.
numbers to give, $6 to lose. What's the next number? Honda Fit LX hatchback.
So at this point, I'm like, hey, Mom, I need some help.
Don't listen to your mom.
An 8.
See, now she didn't give me help there. She was just like, you got it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I got it. I know this.
Oh, $1. Sorry.
Yeah, he tried to take more money from me. I was like, wait a minute, I know how this game goes.
I'm always trying to make a little extra money here on the Price is Right. That's the secret of my success. Sorry. Sorry. Next number, please.
Yeah, and she was adamant.
5.
It's 5,
5,
Corinne.
please.
It was not 5.
And I
It was
think
far
that was
from
probably
5.
the last time you listened to the audience. Any of them.
That hurt.
Oh, that would intense.
Yeah, that really hurt.
You have $2 to lose, 2 numbers to give me. Just be real close on each one, and you get yourself a brand new Honda.
I was so scared this moment. I'm like, oh. Watch it.
6, please.
What are you
Why am I
doing?
hiding
don't know.
behind him? I was like, okay, I'm still in it. I'm
pretty
still in
low.
it.
And how much dollars did you have left at this point?
2, I think. I had 2, and I think I had 2 or 3, but I could only lose 1. I had to still have $1 left.
Yeah.
4.
My earrings are already gone.
Yeah, you don't even know what it is.
Yes!
I was like,
There I goes. There I went.
favor.
That's it. I was.
Did you throw $1 down?
Yes, I threw the money.
But you,
out.
it's like, that's the evidence that you won. You
Look,
can't throw
no.
down the evidence that you won.
I was
Into the
like,
car.
forget that.
Into the car you go.
She was so excited too.
Nice. And she sat in the car the whole time
The
waiting.
whole
Like, she's like, and like, if you didn't win, she's gonna drive it right back off stage. we
And then
could
the
just-
wheel. No, and say so the wheel.
I'd like to say hello to my husband, Ronnie, and my kids, Lyric, Isabella, and Benjamin,
It's
and
the
all
best.
of my church family and my work family. I love you guys.
It's a whole lot
So
of
they
people.
had told me I could not say names. Like I could not say the name of a company. I
Oh,
couldn't
no.
say the name of
That's
like a church
free
or an
publicity.
establishment.
No, they didn't know that.
So I was like, how am I gonna say hi to everyone in this short amount of time and not call any names? So hopefully.
Was this the guy here though? This is
Yes,
the guy who.
yes,
so he
it
made it on
was.
stage too.
He did.
Nice. Ooh.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
But he was so excited that I lost.
I bet he was, cause he won.
Yeah. So that was my crazy.
And she won a brand new car.
I won a brand new car. And it was yellow and everything.
It was awesome.
Okay, so you don't just drive off. The very first thing, if you win anything at one of these shows, after the show, you go into the back and they say, these are the things that you've won. You have to let us know right now if you want to accept these things. Now, that sounds crazy, right? Because you're thinking, well, I just won. Of course I want to accept it. But there's something called taxes. Uncle Sam's gonna get paid no matter what. So you have to pay California tax just to get it out of there. And then you have to pay tax as your income whenever it's tax time again. And then for the car, when you go to pick it up, so they send the car place a check for the same amount that of the
Whatever the car was
whatever the
worth
car
at the
was
time,
worth, you
yeah.
get a check for that. Not you, they send it to the car place directly.
Yeah, you can't just do what you want.
And
with
so
that.
yeah, and then you decide what car you want, and then you pay the taxes for that as well. So it is not free. It's like a great deal, but it's certainly not free.
The best winnings I've seen, I think, will use
Cash.
because they take the taxes right out of that,
Right.
and the rest of the cash is yours. And
Yeah,
it's
cash
done.
is king for sure. Just like Cash Family Values. Shameless plug, I
Oh
know.
my gosh,
I know.
I don't leave the jokes to me. Leave the jokes to me,
I
please.
tried. Whatever. But anyway, so I said yes. I got to the car dealership here, so I decided to go with the Honda Civic.
The
'Cause it's
Civic,
super
yeah.
small. I have 3 kids. Literally, you saw how huge I was, right? I just had a baby, so we needed something bigger. So I still went for the Civic.
It was a 4-door. It wasn't a regular 2-door coupe.
Yeah.
It was a 4-door sedan style, so it was still pretty comfy.
So that was the Price is Right. And then it's so funny, right? How life works. Because I was going through my pictures the other day and I came across a video that I did in 2018. I recorded a video to the Wheel of Fortune just saying that I really wanted to be a contestant. We love the Wheel of Fortune. We watch the Wheel of Fortune all the time. So, you know, they always say just visit our website to become a contestant. And I saw like it was a form you had to fill out and you had to submit a video of like why they should pick you. And I totally did the video. So that was me making my plea. That was in 2018. Fast forward to 2019, I get an email, because I'm on the Wheel of Fortune's email list, subscriber, whatever. I got an email that their bus, they have a Wheel of Fortune bus, and it was coming to Florida. I was like, hon, we should totally just go check the bus out. Like, let's just see what this is about. It happened to have been on a Sunday. Not gonna miss church, but I definitely want to participate. And he was just like, nah.
I was trying to go home. I was after
He was
church. I
like,
was tired.
after church, I'm
I
tired,
was on
I'm
my
beat,
way.
I'm not
I was
doing
actually
it.
almost home.
And I remember thinking to myself, okay, he's right. I should just go home. But something was telling me, you should go, you should go, you should go. He headed back up north and I headed south to go to where this bus thing was. And I was there and I was with Lyric and we were just kind of enjoying it. It was in an auditorium or so. It was nothing elaborate. I don't even know. It was like, but it was a lot of people there. So I call him, he comes down, we have a great time. You had to fill out a form when you first come in. We both filled it out.
I didn't get called up.
I didn't get called either, but we had a good time. Like,
Right, and there's
none
doing
of
like
us,
5 people at a time on
yeah,
stage
they were
kinda
just
stuff.
picking people from the list and just,
Yeah.
you know. And so none of us were called. We were like, you know what, we had fun, it was cool, whatever. I don't know if it was a week or 2 weeks after, whatever, but we both got a phone call or an email.
I think it was.
We both got an email to say that we were randomly selected, favor, to go to this hotel to have like a preliminary round for a selection to be on the show. So we go to the hotel, there's, I don't know, maybe 100 other people there, you would say?
Yeah, it was less than the first
Way less
event.
than the first. And so they pretty much have you all in a room and they play a round of Wheel of Fortune and they just like look and they call a name and then you have to stand up and you have to shout out a letter.
Yeah, project. They
You have to-
worrying about your projection,
Yes.
like your stage presence and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
they wanted to see like what's your energy, and then they wanted to see like if you actually called out like a reasonable letter because they had a fake Wheel of Fortune thing there. And then remember the tests.
Yeah, it was a whole written type of test
That was the
thing, like-
funniest part. I don't even know. It's like
I don't remember.
Hangman, but this is.
It was-
I had a feeling this one was going to totally like win it because he's
Ha!
great at that stuff.
If you guys listened to early in this episode, I said things to come to me by grueling hard work. But someone, spoiler alert, someone got the favor.
So then they come in and they like cut the room in half. It was probably more than half. It was
Oh, it was
like
more than half.
75%, 80% of the room they asked to leave.
I was among the 80, she was among the 20.
One of the 20% that stayed.
cool.
And we played another round of Wheel of Fortune.
I
Just
was able
the-
to get some coffee and stuff. The hotel was really nice.
It was a
Not-
nice hotel.
Not that it mattered, but the
Uh-huh.
hotel was really nice. It
Okay.
was upstairs. It was like a little
Anyway,
fountain.
so we played a game, Wheel of Fortune. I actually won that game that was in there. It was very, it was very fast. They said, thank you all so much for coming. We're gonna review it. We're gonna talk to the producers. And if anything happens, we'll let you guys know. Let's fast forward again. I don't know if it was a month, maybe later. I remember being at work, sitting at my desk, going through my emails, and I get this ding, new email from the Wheel of Fortune producers.
Does your email go ding?
Well, I'm just trying to give you a sound effect. And I read it and I remember just like, I started screaming in the office. I was like, oh my God. And everybody's like, oh my God, Green, are you okay? And I was like, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm totally fine. I'm going on the Wheel of Fortune. I was so, oh my God, I was so excited. You had to go, you had to do the interview, and it was this whole process that led up to it. And so, yeah, I got the long email that's like, you'll be selected. This is gonna be your tape date. You need to find your way to LA. So of course, we found our way to LA.
This time the husband did go.
The husband did go. The husband went. We had a great time. I think the best part of it was meeting Vanna. She came in for hair and makeup, but she came to see all of us before we went on stage. That was super fun. The producers were just so nice, so fun. They made us feel at ease. They tape in one day for like the entire week. So there's 3 people, right, per day that you see on TV, but that means there were like 15 of us in the back. And so now they have to group you. And I remember looking around the room like, okay, I don't want to get grouped with that person. I don't want to get grouped with that person because they look super smart, and you know. And And I feel bad for saying this, but I was like, put me with the old guy, put me with the old guy. And they finally got around to telling us the groups, and they called my name, and I got the guy that I wanted. It was with this older guy, and I was like, yes. And then it was with this other lady. I'm like, shoo-in, yes, I got this. Didn't realize at the time that he was like a neurosurgeon,
Oh, I thought he was like a
rocket scientist. He was like a genius.
Super smart. He's business on Jeopardy, not on.
Yes, literally. And I didn't realize until we were, practicing out front our intros, like, what you're gonna say. And I'm like, wait, what? I thought this was gonna be easy. This isn't gonna be easy. I don't wanna be with this guy anymore. And at that point, it's too late. But it was still fun. I got to spin the wheel, which is actually heavy. That was cool. There's also a TV that you guys can't see that we can see of the letters that have already been called. So it tries to keep you, just so you remember,
So you
okay,
know
don't
what's
say
going
this.
on.
Which is why it amazes me every time when someone says a letter that's already been called, because there's literally a TV there and
Maybe
it's
the
like
lights.
red.
Maybe the lights get in their eyes or something.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot of lights on you.
Oh,
too.
I couldn't tell
Yeah.
where you were at all. I
No,
had no idea.
I know she couldn't because
No.
I was trying to give her a little bit of hints, and it's like, this is for nothing. Cause
Oh, I can tell you. So I did pretty well at the beginning. And then when it came down to it, I could not figure out what that puzzle was. And I don't know why I didn't say S, because S would have given it away. I would have been like, I got it. But my mind had me thinking that it was falling. So I was like falling like branches, falling like something. It wasn't coming to me at all. So by the time it got to the next lady and the next guy, they already knew what it was. And I'm just like, oh, so close yet so far. But yeah, all in all, we really had a great time. It was a chance of a lifetime. I love both The Price is Right and I love The Wheel of Fortune. The only show now that I'm like, I want to go on is Family Feud.
I gotta meet Steve.
We got to meet Steve Harvey.
I'd love to meet
Let me change that. I will meet Steve Harvey, favor. And that's my crazy story and our crazy story of how we ended up on The Price is Right and The Wheel of Fortune. If you guys actually wanted to know anything else about it, just hit me up in the comments.
And if you missed any of our videos, this is the most recent one. You can go and watch it because we answered some questions just about everyday marriage stuff, everyday personal stuff. And if there's anything else that you'd like us to cover, talk about, or whatever,
Oh,
hit
yes.
us up in the comments.
Oh, please.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We're gonna have some more videos. So like I said, about our travel adventures. I think for some of you, you kind of see us, we're always out and about. And I'd like to know and get some suggestions on where you guys think we should travel next, because I have some ideas where I wanna go, so.
I just want to go to Colorado at least once. I don't care about the snow either. I want to see the mountains, but it's like
We'll go
it
to
could be
Colorado,
it could be a good balance because she wants to show the kids snow. I just want to see the mountains.
We'll go to Colorado after we go to Dubai. But thanks so much, you guys, for tuning in to another Cash Family Values episode. We'll see you next time.
My kind of love.